The fall of the Aztec Empire, 1519 to 1521. The year was 1519, and the great city of Tenochtitlan shimmered like a mirage upon the waters of Lake Texcoco. With its towering temples, causeways, and canals, it was one of the most magnificent cities on earth, a jewel of the Aztec Empire, ruled by the mighty Emperor Montezuma II. But far across the ocean, destiny was already on the move. Ships bearing the Red Cross of Castile appeared on the coast of Mexico. From them came men in shining armor, carrying thunderous weapons and riding beasts unknown to the New World. At their head was a man whose ambition was as boundless as the sea, Hernán Cortés. When the Spaniards landed, they were awed by the richness of the land. Gold gleamed in every temple, and the air smelled of flowers and blood, tributes to the Aztec gods. Cortés quickly understood that conquest would require not just steel, but cunning. He allied himself with the enemies of the Aztecs, most notably the Tlaxcalans, fierce warriors long oppressed by Montezuma's rule. As they marched inland, rumors spread that these pale-skinned strangers might be gods, perhaps even Quetzalcoatl, the long-prophesied deity who would return from the east. Montezuma hesitated. Should he fight or welcome them? Fear and superstition battled in his heart. When Cortés finally entered Tenochtitlan, the Spaniards stood stunned. The city glistened with white stone and gold, causeways stretched across the lake, and marketplaces buzzed with thousands of people. Montezuma received Cortés with honor, offering him gifts of gold and jade. Yet the Spaniards' eyes gleamed with greed. Soon, the fragile peace broke. Cortés seized Montezuma as a hostage within his own palace, forcing him to rule as a puppet. Tension filled the air like a storm waiting to break. When Cortés left to fight rival Spaniards on the coast, chaos erupted. His men massacred Aztec nobles during a festival. The city exploded in fury. When Cortés returned, the streets of Tenochtitlan ran red. The people rose against him. Montezuma, desperate to calm them, appeared on a balcony to speak. But stones and arrows rained upon him, struck by his own people, who now saw him as a traitor. Within days, the emperor was dead. Cortés and his men fled the city under the cover of night, burdened with stolen gold. Many drowned in the lake as Aztec warriors pursued them relentlessly. The survivors called it La Noche Triste, the night of sorrows. But the Spaniards were not done. They returned months later with thousands of native allies and with a new, invisible weapon, smallpox. The disease swept through Tenochtitlan like fire, killing warriors, priests, and children alike. By August 1521, after 3 brutal months of siege, starvation, and plague, the once great city fell. The temples burned, the canals filled with corpses, and the cries of the dying echoed over the water. Standing among the ruins, Cortés watched as the smoke rose into the heavens. The empire that had taken centuries to build had fallen in just 2 years. On its ashes, the Spanish Empire began to rise. Yet the memory of the Aztecs never vanished. In their art, their language, and their blood, the spirit of Tenochtitlan endures, a reminder that even the greatest empires can crumble, and even conquerors cannot silence the heartbeat of a people. The lake would one day dry up, and on its bed a new city would rise, Mexico City, where ancient gods still whisper beneath the stones of empire.